So if you are only slightly familiar with our platform, or maybe not at all, we welcome you here today, so we can show you all the options that we have to help you study Polish. My name is Magdalena Gieniec. I work in help desk on e-polish.eu. So if you ever have any questions about the platform or need any help, feel free to reach out to me whenever. If you'd like to ask about some topics covered here in this webinar, you can also do it right here on the chat during the meeting. And at the end of the webinar, there will be also a survey which you can fill out and ask any questions there. And we will get back to you. During today's webinar, I will explain to you what e-Polish is and how you can use it to study Polish, what you need to get started. We'll talk about studying both independently, so on your own, at your own pace, and what we can do to help you. When we talk about this, we will be mostly focusing on e-coursebooks and e-coursebooks Plus, which are our interactive technologies for learning Polish. And because our platform also allows you to study with a teacher, we will tell you exactly what options are available and what studying like this can look like, and also what to do if you would like to study with a teacher but haven't found anyone yet. All right, so what is e-Polish? First and foremost, it's an e-learning platform dedicated both to students and to teachers of Polish as a foreign language. So you can use it to help you learn Polish. You can use it to study Polish from the scratch, thanks to a whole number of various tools and materials and technologies that we can offer you. A great number of those tools will be directed for self-study, so that we can help you learn wholly independently. For example, we will have our interactive textbooks, which are e-coursebooks, and self-study courses, where you can complete exercises right here in the browser, check your answers, use other tools such as smart flashcards, public flashcards, a multimedia dictionary, and many more, which we will cover in today's webinar. And depending on how exactly you like to study, we can also offer you studying with a teacher, which can either complement or entirely replace studying on your own. e-Polish also offers that. The platform will allow you to receive materials from your teacher, both those materials which are available in our books and those created by your teacher from scratch. And this can include interactive exercises, flashcards, or even online classes, which will stay on your account for as long as you work with the teacher, and you can use it for later access. We will get to that later in the webinar. And if you would like to study with a teacher but haven't found the right fit yet, we also offer some places and solutions for you to find someone. And this includes our extensive teacher base where you can find people who currently offer online classes. Okay, all of these functions, which I've talked about before, are available only to registered users, so you will need to create an account first, but it is free and very easy. I will show you quickly how to exactly create your account. It all starts on our platform right here, e-polish.eu. If you want, you can change your language. Currently it's in Polish, but I can change it to English. All you need to do is find the big red button in the top right and select the sign up option. The exact instructions were sent to you before the webinar, They are also available on our YouTube channel. I'll show you how to access the YouTube channel. It's right here in the top bar. So if you need any help, if you find yourself stuck at any point, feel free to browse our YouTube channel for tutorials. As for other technical requirements, what's most important is probably that e-Polish is optimized only for desktop use, which means that we recommend that you use either a laptop or a computer. We do not recommend using mobile devices. Basically, as long as you have access to a laptop or a computer and access to the internet, you are all set and good to go. Everything happens entirely in your browser, so you don't need to download or install anything. It's all online in the cloud, so to access all your materials, you can log in from any place in the world. Now let's look into how exactly you can use e-Polish to study independently on your own. The most important segments here will be our e-coursebooks and the extended versions, e-coursebooks Plus, which will offer you loads of additional material and tools. Sorry for the technical issues. The e-coursebooks are available right here in the e-coursebooks section. And as we've talked about before, but it wasn't visible, for which I'm sorry, these are the pages I talked about. They look just like in the traditional book, and the areas on the page where exercises are located are clickable. I can use them to open any exercise. For details about filling out the exercises, we will get to that later. Right now, let's talk about how we can navigate through the course book. So using the navigation menu at the bottom, we can navigate using the arrows. We can also use the thumbnails of the pages here in the left side panel. Or we can use the table of contents, which is right here. The navigation menu here will be also useful if you want to zoom in on a specific area of the page. And we can zoom back out. You can use it to zoom in on the left page or on the right page. You can drag the navigation menu somewhere else by using the drag handle right here. As you can see, the exercises inside the course book are really varied. Sometimes you will be asked to drag something somewhere. Sometimes you will need to fill in the blanks. This particular exercise, which I have open right now, requires us to listen to the recording. So let's do it right now. Sometimes when you open a recording, you can feel like you misheard something, or maybe you are not sure what the people say in the recording. And this is where you can open a transcript. That way you can make sure that you've heard everything correctly, or check exactly what the people are speaking about. What's really useful in our exercises is that, unlike in the traditional books, you can immediately check your answers. So let me type something in right now. Now, all I need to do is scroll down, and I will be able to check my answers. So you can see that some of the answers were correct, the ones that have a blue check mark next to them, and some of them were incorrect. I can try to type them in again. the red cross has disappeared, so I can check them again. Now we see that the blanks were filled correctly this time. Sometimes I can get stuck filling in the blanks, and maybe I don't know what's supposed to go there. In that case, all I need to do is find the show button, which is right here. This will allow me to see all the answers that are supposed to go into this exercise. I can also clear out all my answers using the clear button, which will allow me to redo the exercise from scratch and practice it some more. Here on the right side, some exercises will have a vocabulary list, which is visible here in the blue. This will usually include words that can be difficult to understand. You can click on any word on the list to bring it up in a vocabulary, in our multimedia vocabulary. Here you can check the translation and pronunciation, and this particular vocabulary entry can be printed out as a PDF, or you can view the full entry in our dictionary. How to exactly use the full dictionary I will explain later, so please bear with me right here. What's interesting about the vocabulary as well is that you can, you can print it out. You can find it here under this icon, and you can print it out as PDF in any of the chosen languages. Let's maybe do it in English. And sometimes the exercises will not have a list here. So if you do not understand a word in the exercise and you cannot support yourself with the list, all you need to do is click on the word in the exercise to bring up its dictionary entry. As you can see, this will bring up exactly the same window. The contents of the exercises are obviously in Polish, same as the instructions, as you can see on the PDF. But you probably noticed by now that when I opened this exercise, the instruction was in English. This can be achieved by changing the language of the interface, which is available right here. You can choose from any of the languages visible here. This will change the instructions, and it will also affect the language of the translations in the dictionary. Let's go back to English now. Sometimes some exercises can be difficult for us, especially if we fill them out in the classroom together with other students maybe, and we're rushing to finish. Having any course book will allow you to have more practice with it. So all you need to do is open e-Polish, find your exercise, and scroll down to access the supplementary exercises. This will allow you to practice using similar materials. This is something extra that is not available in the paper books. And you can see that there's really a lot of them. Sometimes the exercises that you have open will require you to know of a certain grammar rule, which you might not be familiar with at all, which is not a problem because you can view an in-depth explanation right here using this icon. Here in the Polski Krok po Kroku, Polski Krok po Kroku 2, which is a more advanced book with covering A2 and B1 levels, the grammar comments and explanations are all in Polish. However, in the part for beginners, Polski Krok po Kroku 1, the grammar comments are available in the languages of the interface, which we can probably check out right now. So let's open the A1 book and find an exercise that includes grammar comments. And as you can see here, the grammar comment is in English. It can be changed to any of the other languages of the interface right here. Let's go back to our original book right now. So I've shown you all the additional materials to a particular exercise, including grammar comments and a vocabulary list. But you can also access all these materials for the whole lesson. And this will happen thanks to the icons here on the left. The first one is the vocabulary list, which can be obviously printed as a PDF as well. And this will include the most important vocabulary and phrases from the entire lesson. Right here are grammar comments, covering all the grammar introduced in the whole lesson. This icon hides supplementary exercises for the entire lesson. And as you can see, there's literally dozens of them. So there's lots of materials for you to practice with. This one are smart flashcards, which is really a great tool to help you revise the vocabulary. There are several types of revision to choose from. This one is the easiest one, but we can choose at any moment to switch to a different type of revision. Let's do it like that. Let's fill out maybe some answers. And maybe check out some more options of revision that are available for us. And open the smart flashcards again. As we can see, the revision type has changed to typing with no hints again. So the smart flashcards are really a great tool if you want to consolidate all the vocabulary that you've learned in the lesson. And the last icon is for adding your personal notes to lessons. If you need to add some of your own comments, you can do it right here. Sometimes when students use language textbooks, they complain that the pages are maybe too busy or there's too much going on with so many pictures and exercises spread all over the pages. This can be easily helped by using the list view, which is right here. And that way, in the main window, you will only see one particular exercise and the supplementary exercises available at the bottom. And you can navigate through the materials of the lesson using the list on the left. What will probably be also useful to you is that sometimes the exercises will require you to use Polish characters, and maybe your device doesn't have them. All you need to do then is start typing in the blanks. Let's type something, anything. Let's say I want to type in the word bitch, but I do not have the Polish characters. All I need to do now is find the virtual keyboard, which is available here in the top. We might be having technical issues, so let me just switch to a different course book. It works right now, apologies. Let's type in the word bitch using the virtual keyboard. So all I need to do is start typing in the blanks and select the letter I want from the keyboard. So all of this that I've shown you so far is undoubtedly way more than you could expect from a traditional book or maybe a regular ebook. what we've shown you right now with all the options is the full extended e-coursebook plus with all the extra tools available. And if you found it interesting, you can buy your own in our store. I will show you right now where you can do this. It's available here. They are available here in the e-coursebooks plus section. So far, we offer 3 e-coursebooks plus, which you can choose from. You can also activate a 3-day demo version for free, which will allow you to test it beforehand. We also offer standard e-coursebooks, which cover exactly the same materials as our printed books. Here are all the printed books, and here are the e-coursebooks. They can be bought in our store, but if you already have a corresponding paper book, there's an access code printed there, and you can use it to automatically get access to the e-coursebook of this book as well. If you need more info about what exactly can be found in the standard e-coursebooks or in the e-coursebooks plus, feel free to browse through the tutorials on our YouTube channel, and we explain everything there. The e-coursebooks are not everything you can use for studying on your own, because we also offer a bunch of smaller study aids, which are available to everyone for free, so regardless of whether you buy something from us or not. This will include our multimedia dictionary, which is available right here. You can use it to look up any Polish word used in any tense or in any case. So let's try it with a verb right now. The dictionary will include the translation and the pronunciation, but it will also include the word that I used in the exact tense that I looked up, and it will inform me of what tense it is. It will also allow me to check the grammar case that the verb is connected with. Also, the words in the multimedia dictionary include the entire conjugation tables or declensions, if you are looking up a noun, together with pronunciations. So if you encounter a difficult declension and or conjugation and want to check the pronunciation, you can do it right here. Other than the multimedia dictionary, we also offer a thematic dictionary, which is basically sets of vocabulary for any given topic. They are available as lists like this one, which you can print out and study on the go. And the final free tool that you might be interested in using are the public flashcards. Apologies, right here. They are less complex than the ones I've shown you before, the smart flashcards. These ones are more similar to traditional flashcards that you make yourself with pen and paper, except these ones are available for you on the platform and you do not have to make anything. They are just right here. To every word in the flashcards, you can also check their pronunciation. Let's see it. So this will probably mostly be all for self-study, but as I've mentioned earlier, e-Polish also allows you to study with a teacher. Your teacher can share with you interactive materials, including exercises or public sets of flashcards, but on e-Polish you can also attend interactive online classes with your teacher. So if your teacher shares some materials with you, either in the form of exercises or online classes, you will not need to buy anything. You can just use the materials shared with you. Let's see exactly how it looks. So one instance of sharing the materials with you will be on our forum, which is private to you and your teacher, or maybe to you, your teacher, and your group mates if you have any. And this private forum is found in the forum section, groups. As you can see, there's a whole history of conversations between me and my teacher, and here are the exercises they shared with me. I can complete the exercises and revisit them again. The teacher will see the answers that I type in here. I also can check whether the answers were correct or not. And if need be, I can clear the answers and type them in again, as many times as I want. Another option of sharing the materials with you will be via tests, which can be found here. The tests sometimes will be graded by your teacher, and sometimes they can be just a tool to share a whole set of exercises all at once. And they can look like this. Let's start out filling something. When the exercise is all done, I can click on Ready. You can see that I am in the case of tests, I will not be able to redo the exercises. Once I click on Ready, it will be saved, and I can only view either my answers or the correct answers. Once I do all the exercises, I can send them on to my teacher, who will be able to grade my test if they want, or just view it and optionally add some comments to it. And before, I've also mentioned online classes, so I'd like to show you now what exactly they can look like. So to our moderator, could you please start the lesson now? It will always be the teacher who starts the lesson. All you need to do is log in onto your account at the appointed time, and our system will redirect you to your class when it starts. Just in case, we also send out links to the class once the class begins, and you can also manually navigate to it on the platform, but these are just fail-safes. Generally, everything happens on its own. When the class starts, you will see a screen like this. All you need to do is press play to enter the virtual classroom. In a typical lesson, here, where you can see me right now, I can switch it off. You will see your teacher, your webcam, and if you are attending a group class, the webcams of your group mates. You can switch between the webcam view and the presentation views. And as you can see, my teacher has displayed an exercise for me. So I can start filling it in. My teacher can check my answers at any time and show me how I did. As you can see, I do not have the buttons that I had in the course book, which is because in the online classes, as I've mentioned, only the teacher can do that. So as we can see, that the answers were checked by my teacher. These ones were correct, and they've removed the incorrect answers, I think. Right now, they are showing me all the correct answers. Okay, I think we can move on to the next slide now. My teacher can also play audio files for me. can start filling in the exercise. And the teacher will be able to, again, check my answers, remove the incorrect answers so I can try again. And they will be able to check them and possibly, if I'm stuck, show me all the correct answers. The entire view of the course book is one of the ways in which teachers can share materials with you, but there are also other tools which might be useful. We can move on to the next slide. Sometimes these materials will include interactive games or board games. These are great for getting connected with the whole group and talking. Next slide, please. Oh yes, apologies. I see my teacher is showing me the board game. Okay, I think we can move on to the next slide now. Some exercises, as you can see here, will not be displayed as exercises in the course book. They will be right here directly on the page. Again, I can start filling them out. And again, my teacher will be able to check them. Sometimes the teacher can also use some fancy tools like the dice here on the right. These are interactive and can be used to get the students to start talking. Yeah, thanks to dice like these, we can form, for example, stories or use them in whatever way the teacher imagines. I think we can get on to the next slide now. Sometimes the exercises will include another fancy tool, the Wheel of Fortune, which can be used for fun games and entertainment, like right here. Or I can, again, fill out the exercise. My teacher will also be able to view my answers and show me if my answers were correct or not. Okay, I think we can move on to the next slide. The answers for the exercise were displayed by the teacher right now. And here's the Wheel of Fortune in action. We've seen two types of exercises so far. One's on the interactive pages of the course book, one's pasted directly onto the page, and these ones are in the form of a thumbnail, like right here. This can also be displayed by my teacher. And again, my answers can be checked by the teacher. If something is incorrect, I can retype it. The teacher can check the answers and show me all the correct answers for this exercise. Sometimes the slides can also include images, like the one right here, or videos, which the teacher can play for you. And if we move to the next slide now, we can see that there's a new icon right here. This one signifies that the teacher has assigned you homework. The exercises here will be available to you after the lesson to fill out before your next meeting, and the answers will be seen by your teacher once you fill them out after the lesson. These exercises will have this purple icon here, and I think we can close the lesson now. I will leave it and show you where you can access the lesson afterwards. So let's assume that the lesson has been finished. Afterwards, I can, as long as I can, as I work with the teacher, I can find all the lessons and materials they've shared with me here on the platform. So I will just access my lesson archive. And let's see the archival lessons. This time I can navigate through the slides whenever I wish, unlike before during the online class where only the teacher could do that. I can open the exercises. Now I do have the buttons which were missing during the online lessons. Because the teacher is not present right now, I can fill out the exercise as many times as I want. And now the teacher will not see the answers, so I can comfortably practice the material that I've learned during the lesson. As for the homework, this will be available here under the homework icon. And these exercises that I fill in here will be visible to the teacher, and they will be able to show them to me during our next lesson. Okay, let's go back to the live webinar for now. Perhaps some of you are already familiar with all the functions that I've shown you so far. Maybe if you are attending Polish classes at your university or in a language school, you are using e-Polish like that. And maybe if you do not work with your teacher on our platform, you can recommend it to the teacher. Hopefully all the functionalities and utilities and interactivity will be useful for them. So do let them know about the platform, tell them to register, and they will receive from us a trial period for testing out basically all the functionalities of the platform for free for 2 weeks. If you already do have a teacher on the platform and want to study with them, in one of the ways that we've shown you today, let's say the first move has to come from them, because they will have to invite you on their account to study with them. The details of inviting a student to study with a teacher will be sent to you in a follow-up message after this webinar ends. So if you don't know how to do this, or maybe if your teacher isn't sure how to do this, you can show them the instruction. And if you do not have your own teacher and don't know even where to look for one, you are in good hands, because aside from the e-Polish platform, we also have a Polish language school. You can sign up for classes with our teachers, either online or in person in our school in Krakow. This is where you can do this. I can see that the moderator is also pasting the link right now into the chats for those who are present and want to copy it. All you need to do is, let's maybe switch to the English version. This is the URL for the English version of the website with our Polish language school. You can sign up for classes right here and select your desired course. I see that I wasn't again showing the screen, so let's show it maybe. This is the URL of our website, and here you can select a course and sign up. If you do not want to study with our school, we also offer a base of teachers who are signed up on e-Polish, who are not affiliated with our school. And let me just log in quickly and show you where to find them. If you are logged in onto your account, you will find the teacher base by going to Shop, Online Classes. And right here you can see all the teachers available for booking online classes with right now. However, if you aren't logged in, you can also access the same base by going to our website, e-polish.eu, and select the option I want to learn Polish and go to individual classes online. Here you will have a button allowing you to choose a tutor from the available tutors in our base. Make sure to read the tutor's About Me section and make sure that they are the right fit for you. You can browse the availability right here. The blue spots are when you can book the classes with the teacher. As you can see, some teachers offer free online classes. This information will be available here, or in the case of a logged-in user, it will be available here. These free trial lessons can be activated on your account whenever, and either you and your teacher can arrange them on the platform. Some teachers do not have the free trial lesson option, and if they do not have the option, it will be shown here on the profile. For details of how exactly to book a lesson with a teacher from the base and what to do during this lesson, feel free to browse through our tutorials on YouTube. And so far, I think this will be all for today. So thank you everyone for attending. Are there any questions? I do not see any. If any of you recall a question afterwards, feel free to contact us. And in the meantime, thank you for attending and see you on the platform. Goodbye.